What's up, and how's it going? Okay, so tonight I thought about doing some other things. Like I thought about maybe running the Nair trial, or not trial, but raid again. Also thought about possibly trying the trial on EX, but I'm honestly pretty tired tonight. And I feel like with those things, you're gonna have to like build upon knowledge. So instead of doing that too far tonight, I'm going to wrap up two things. One before it's too late, and one because it's something in this latest patch that I still haven't done. I'm going to be working on Sapphire Weapon. And then later tonight, before I get out of here, I'm going to go ahead and get the Moonfire Faire stuff out of the way. I like to do all these seasonal events. I usually always stream them. This one I'm a little late on. Usually I try to do it like day one when it drops. This one happened so soon, kind of randomly out of the blue. I mean, it was announced, obviously, but right after a patch drop, which was insane because I don't know who in the world is... I mean, at this point, there's already a few people. I'm a little behind on the patch. I didn't stream for a few days. But at the time when it was released, I was just mind-blown at like how many people they believed were already done with the patch. We still have until August 26th to do this. But I've got to have a busy week tomorrow. I've decided I'm going to try to do some like EX prog, and then, or maybe even some Nier Automata runs, trying to get some formality, and you know, but that's the best thing, to get a little formal with the raid, because I was rather lost in there yesterday. I went in blind, which I don't regret. I had a lot of fun doing it. I died a lot because I don't know any of the mechanics still. I can't say I remember a single mechanic from the file other than basic things that we already know. So I'd really like to build some knowledge in on that. I also want to try the EX stuff. So after tonight, that's probably what's the rest of the week's gonna consist of. Most of the rest of the patch are things that just don't really interest me. I'm not a crafter. And that's basically where the rest of it was. We've played through the story, we've done the trial, we've done the dungeon. And before I start just grinding for tombstones, I would really like to start. Also, this week, actually, we have the yokai event starting, I think, Wednesday. So I'll probably work in that sometime too, maybe even Thursday night. So that's probably what I'll do, actually, tonight. Sapphire Weapon, Moonfire Faire. Tomorrow, work with the Nair stuff, because I'm actually about to go on vacation this weekend, and I'll be back on Tuesday doing a birthday stream, which would naturally be a pretty good time to do some more yokai event stuff as well, but maybe even try to get some prog in for EX then. I'll talk about it more. I always try to work these schedules as I go to kind of keep things a little simple for myself and for people that just jump in and watch out of the blue. We'll work on it though. But tonight we know what's gonna happen. And zombie heyo heyo heyo. I don't know why or how, but it reminded me of Heya by Outcast. Don't forget Shiva Unreal. Is that a solo instance, or is that things you do with people? If so, we could probably do that tomorrow and then start working on the Nier Automata raid stuff. I did forget about it though, if I'm being quite honest. I forgot about the fox thing. Yeah, that'd be good, actually. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Zombie, and I'm glad you jumped in. Hopefully you had a good day. But yeah, you totally reminded me of the fox thing. I'm hoping it's not solo. It'd be nice if it wasn't. If it is, well, shit. It's basically Shiva Extreme synced to level 80. Well, that's interesting. Is it the same fight? Or is it, like, does she do more damage, or is there, like, new gimmicks to the fight? I haven't really looked a lot into the whole fox thing. I've been very curious about it, but if I'm being quite honest, I haven't really looked into it much. I was like, my brain, if you didn't already figure it out, was Sapphire Weapon, Raid, Trial, and EX Trial. It's kind of where my brain has been on this. I mean, the story stuff as well, but like, there's a big portion of things. Choco, stop. Choco. Choco. Hey. Jesus. Sorry, my dog is going in. Choco! Stop. Choco. Sit. Leave the cat alone. Jesus. But yeah, most of my brain has been focused on those other things, and I've read a lot about the crafting Beast Trap quest stuff, which I'm really not interested in, honestly, sadly. Some fight. Oh, it's the same fight, but it hits harder. Like if you were to do it when it was relevant all those years ago. Okay, that's interesting. Seems like a fun thing to do. Yeah, we'll hit up that tomorrow, and then after that tomorrow we could start like, I'll start to try to do some narrating again. Probably do it like twice tomorrow, maybe. Like I said, I really want to get the layout of that. A couple of the drops would be really nice to have. The minion would be nice, the orchestration roll, the cards, even though I don't play Triple Tried, I'll still collect. So yeah, it'd be fun. And I'd like to do that as well. You actually get some sort of like Fox points or something like that for doing those as well, don't you? I read about it, but it was mostly in just like the patch notes and nothing really since. Because I know you can get that weird Sand Fox minion looking thing. I say weird because obviously weird's to the eyes of the beholder, but I say weird because if you saw that minion, it looks weird. It has a really big head. Okay. I actually have no idea where this starts off, so before I do that, I'm gonna run out here. I probably need to like get a few repairs. Yeah, I needed repairs. So, Zombie, did you have a good, Monday? It's hard to believe it's Monday. And technically, it's Tuesday now, but still. Rez, what's up? Yeah, and a mount. Basically, it looks like the Shiva pony, but bigger and with a horn. Oh. That's cool. Actually, did not know about the mount. I saw the mount, but I didn't know that's how you got it. It's Riz. Okay, let's see if I can figure out where this starts. It's also seasonal, so next patch it'll be another trial. Damn. Watched your brother finish the MSQ. What did he think of it? Do it for the Crystal Tower raids? That would be cool. The locks. Okay. A lot of confirmations. The conversation with Lita and Gratia hit him the hardest. Alright, somewhere around here, I have a quest. One would think. Is it this one? Sleep Now in Sapphire. Definitely that one. Okay. So, Zombie or Rez, have either of you done Sapphire Weapon yet? You have. Was it good? Was it hard? I'm just like, spoiler free answers, just, I'm very curious. You liked it a lot. That's awesome. Oh, that was such a waste. I looked up and she actually was still at 54. Speaking of which, I actually need to check this really quick. She has to be due for another thingy. Rank 8, still not rank 9. Jeepers, it takes so long. Is there like a way to like speed this up? Just out of curiosity? And also, this is another thing that is a very important thing for me. Is there actually a point in doing this? Because earlier while I was at work, I was just very curious, as like, do we get a drop? Do we get, like, the last time we had a barding, there was like a mount? There was like the works of things that was just like included into that. Is there a point in Sapphire Weapon here? Like, I saw that there was like a tabletop item that you can get. Is that like is that the length of the exterior of what you can actually do with this? Because I know it's solo. He also said Elidibus being a kid was really sad too. Yeah, that one kind of actually got me a little bit. If he wasn't such a shithead, it would have hit me a little harder. But I'd love to think of the spectrum of things on both sides, so I do get that as well. Yeah, pretty much. It was just literally a tabletop item. Wasn't terribly hard. It took you a bit to figure out the controls. So, literally, a tabletop item is the extent of the point of doing this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because it builds on the story of the Ruby Weapon, which I'm guessing builds more story later on to certain events that are gonna happen. Like Emerald Weapon and so on. But, my god, a tabletop item? Is that really it? It's more story too. That's what I'm happy about, is the more story, yeah. But I was hoping for something a little bit more. A little something. I feel like this was gonna be like a trial or something like that, but they felt, I bet this had to get cut, you know? I would really like to hear more about this later on, you know, looking back on like toward the end or the release of patch 5.3. I feel like something just big got cut here, so they just turned it into a solo instance and worked around it just to have a little filler for a story to build on something bigger. It's really fun. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be bad, so don't worry. I'm sure I'll enjoy it, but I just wish it would have been like a full-blown trial. I'll stop yammering. I'll give it a really dirty. Let's do it. Information related to the weapon project has been uncovered, and your allies prepared to depart for distant lands. Tonberry, I'm afraid we haven't much in the way of information to share from the front line. We have, however, received word that Gaius wishes to speak with you at Alliance headquarters. I have arranged an escort to take you to headquarters, so when you're ready to depart, speak with the fellow over there. How many weapons are there? 4 or 5, I think. Most of them aren't, like, completely as relevant as they are in Final Fantasy VII as they've made them, apparently, in this. Like, Ruby Weapon's the biggest one, and then next is, like... Gosh, my brain's, like, leaving me right now. But there's a few. Like I said, there's 4 or 5. I'll look it up really quick. I can't even remember. It's been a while since I've actually ran through Final Fantasy VII. Five weapons, yeah, that's what I thought. There is Sapphire Weapon, Ultimate Weapon, Diamond Weapon, Ruby Weapon, Emerald Weapon, and then there's two others that are like super bosses, which is Jade Weapon and Omega. Only 2 more trials if we follow the same as the previous expansions. Yeah, I was reading a thing earlier, actually. It was like a spoiler-free thing that was on Reddit. People were talking about how they've done stuff like this before, which makes sense, I know. Like with like how they did, which they were not full-blown trials, but they were optional trials, which is considered what this is supposed to be as well, an optional trial. Like the stuff like Gilgamesh and, you know, a bunch of the Hildebrand stuff. But I don't know. I wish it would have been more of like that optional trial feel instead of like a solo instance. Ready to head out? Yeah, let's go. Sevra. Good, you're here. The Ironworks have completed their analysis of the Ruby Weapon, and Sid Garlon wishes to share his findings. I take it you can spare a few moments. I guess so. Very good, please, wait here while I inform him of your arrival. What up, Sid? Glad you can make it, Tonberry. I'm sure you're as anxious as anyone to hear what we've uncovered. Yeah, I agree, Zombie. Yeah, it would have been really fun. But, I mean, I can't complain. It is new content, new story. Our early hypothesis were proven correct. The Garleans have designed a system whereby a pilot's consciousness can be forcibly supplanted. Well, that's a weird word. With data based on the memories and experience of another. So even a rank amateur could attain the combat capabilities of a seasoned warrior. Precisely. And we learned how this was made possible when we opened the cockpit. The monitors were still operational, and among the messages displayed, one particular phrase caught my attention. Synthetic Orasat system. Which is what exactly? Well, the core of the Ultima Weapon was referred to as the heart of the Sabbac. By the Asians, we believe it to have been a type of Orasite. I can't say much for the synthetic sort at this stage, but I've encountered real Orasite before. It was extremely potent, perhaps equal in power to the heart of Sabbac. It's unclear whether the Garleans what? Simulacrum. Okay, possesses the same properties as genuine Orasat, but I intend to follow the avenue of inquiry to see where it leads. What do we know? Oh, shit. Let me start over. What we do know is that it was supposed to implant the combat data of Nelvan Darnus into the pilot, who has been presumed dead since before the calamity. Are you any closer to discovering how they were able to retrieve this data? The link didn't occur to Gaius at first. but he later told me of devices fitted to the Magitech armor of the Empire's high-ranking officers. There is a reason to believe they were designed to emulate the soul crystals used throughout Eorzea. Yes, that was rumored to be true. Purpose. Its true purpose. Okay, you gotta give me a second. I'm gonna start this whole thing over. As far as this paragraph goes, I've gotta like wake up or something. Their patch cycles? I would hope so. I mean, in a sense, I would say they have. You know, like, a lot of these expansions, they've seemingly gotten longer with quests. And, you know, we now have Flying in a Realm Reborn, so now they're doing things like revisiting older patches and adding more, so yeah. Maybe. Retro Game Mage! How's it going, man? Glad you could make it. Thanks for hitting up on Facebook. They seem comfortable with it. Like I said, they've changed some things, and like now that they're revisiting older avenues, it's different as well. So how's it going, Retro? How was the Monday? Or technically, how was Tuesday going? You're on the east like I am. I'm trying to boil through some good story to see what Sapphire Weapon's like in this game. Yes, that was rumored to be its true purpose, but it was never publicly acknowledged. Perhaps those in the upper echelons of the command wanted to avoid comparisons to its so-called savages. They were meant to be conquering. There is also the question of whether this system even functions as intended. From what we've seen, we can assume they were successful in gathering combat data of those wearing armor equipped with the device. If the comparison with the Soul Crystal is valid, perhaps this data was transferred via Aether. However, it seems that it is extracted not only memories relating to combat, but the soldier's very essence. As you saw, the pilot succumbed entirely to the will of Vandarnus. Though this is merely supposition. It's possible that being fused with the ruby weapon's core accelerated the process and caused the deceased legatus to manifest in corporal form. Could it be that the death of the pilot was caused by the system malfunctioning? It's hard to say. The ruby weapon itself is still largely intact. When it deactivated, which strongly implies that it was the synthetic Orisite running amok that killed her, rather than the damage incurred during the battle. But even after our analysis, I'm afraid we still don't have enough information for now. Perhaps we should consult with Gaius as to our next plan of action. Should be sleeping. Gonna try to finish Link to the Past today. How far are you? That sounds fun. Is it like I mean, I hate to ask, I mean, you are Retro Game Mage. Is it like the retro Link to the Past, or is it like the, didn't they have a remake recently? Or am I thinking of a different Legend of Zelda game? You don't mind it either. Once we spent an entire year on the same patch in World of Warcraft, you could barely stand the wait between 5.2 and 0.3. I understand, yeah. It was a huge gap. Even I played so many other games. You're just curious if they'll push the whole cycle back. Will we still get... That's questionable. I mean, a lot of that has to do with the situation of the world zombie, so I don't know. I've also been in the same boat with you and Rez, with wondering... I'm in the same boat with wondering, you know, about the next patch. It took us this long to get this patch, and we got what we got, which was like a raid, a trial, a dungeon, a solo trial, a lot of crafting stuff, and then a revisit to older content. So, yeah, it's up in the air, you know. I don't even know what We didn't even get the full patch, so to speak. You know, we have like those like points to the patch that, you know, get released like right after like the relic weapon stuff, and, you know, so on and so forth. 5.3 comes out when 5.4 should be coming out, or around there. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. It's like, I don't know how to feel about it. What a name. Voldilin. I'm guessing. Voldilin has come bearing vital information. I traced the ruby weapon's path back to the occupied territory of Wirlet, which appears to be where it was built. Where exactly is Wirlet? My grasp of geography is surprisingly poor. Care to enlighten me? What he means, what he says. Well, Alamigo is placed in the western edge of Gimlet. Wirlet lies on the opposite side, to the east. It was once a proud and prosperous city until it was brought to its knees by the imperial invaders. The Imperials! You seem rather well informed. Gosh, I'm also tired. Bear with me through this. I'm gonna have to start over a couple times, maybe. I'm gonna try not to. You seem rather well informed. Perhaps I should have taken you with me. I thought that much was common knowledge. It is also where Alphonse and the others were born. And now, the weapon project has brought them home. Yes, the place is now rife with Imperials. They have established an airship supply depot in the coastal town of Turncliffe. According to the locals, something resembling one of the weapons was transported there a few days ago. This bodes ill indeed. Were it possible, I would attempt to capture Alphonse and his followers before they can launch an offensive. However, the distance between here and Turncliffe presents a considerable obstacle, and in all likelihood, their weapon will be ready long before we arrive. Approaching by sea would allow us to save time by circumvening their ground-based troops, provided we were able to secure a vessel. Or you could use the Enterprise and take the most direct route of all. As the crow flies, in fact, this is the perfect chance to put my top-secret plan into action. And might I ask what that entails? It wouldn't be much of a secret if I told you now, would it? What can I say? Is there a starring role planned for you, Tonberry? I don't know. I'm confused. Why so surprised? You didn't think I'd let you get off that easily, did you? It'll be here soon, so don't go anywhere. You've been thinking they would release Eden and the Nair together next patch, instead of FOV. Yeah, it does seem pretty unlikely. Guess we'll see. Just might have to get the expansion in fall instead of summer. I agree. You know, I'd really love them to take their time as well. This story's been crafted and, you know, slowly molded over years. I mean, technically you could say a decade, but let's be real. I mean, about like 7 years. Almost 8. It would be really nice for them to just take their time, work on it the best they can, and just give us nice quality content basically like what they did this time around. I see Sid still delights in keeping others in suspense. I can only hope he does not make us wait over long. Okay, here we go. Really jump right in here to this one. They don't they don't halt or wait around. I wish it was voice acted, that'd be so amazing. I don't know why it couldn't be though, like all these people have a voice actor. Ooh. We know what this is. Here it is, Tonberry. I present Garland Ironworks' adaptation of the Ultima Warrior, the G Warrior. I know elegant design when I see it. Excavated from one of their ruins, no doubt. Asias, to be precise. We came across it during the course of our investigations and decided it would be a shame to let it go to waste. A Jaeger pilot. I had the same thing in mind with the Kaiju and oh gosh, how did I just forget the name? Pacific Rim. After watching Pacific Rim, I just wish there was so many more good top quality movies like that. Good mech movies barely exist, and we need more. Got major Pacific Rim vibes from this instance. Now I'm even more excited. And you will be taking this refitted relic to face the enemy head on, yes? Perhaps my knowledge of the Ultima Weapon will be of use. I'm counting on it as it happens. But first we'll need to perform a test run in the simulator before throwing you into battle. Come. We haven't much time. You got it. I'll be your mech pilot. You don't even gotta ask. Which, to be fair, you did. Let's begin the G Warrior training simulation. I want you to try attacking the guidance system. Don't worry, it won't fight back. The G Warrior is armed with a range of weaponry. Now it's your chance to learn what it's capable of. It'd be nice, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, if we had a little bit more of these maybe later on. Like if this just like caught on. A lot of this reminds me of like some of the mechs from doing PvP. You can heal yourself, so that's cool. So it seems like you've got like the Final Flourish. What is this? Final Flourish combo, and it goes in 3 stages. Then you have the Aether Cannon, which deals unexpected damage with a potency of 600. Deals damage with a potency of 300 to a target and all enemies nearby. And then what do we have here? It deals unexpected damage to the potency. So this is like an AoE, from the way it sounds. And then this is a potency of 1200 to all enemies in a straight line before it triggers a cooldown weapon skills upon execution. So these two sound like some like AoE type things, while Aether Cannon is just like maybe a ranged. Well, this seems like your basic like 1-2-3 combo. What about your 3-foot Lala in the pink dress with her pink bow? Wait, what? It was funny seeing Calf Boy half-naked dancer gear and a flower crown piloting a Gundam. Pacific Rim was a gym. You were so pleasantly surprised by it. In the second movie... Oh, you didn't like the second movie? Took such a simple idea and injected it into much Hollywood. I could feel you there. I'd still like the second movie, though. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the actors. What about the 3-foot Lala in her pink dress with her pink bow? When you're supposed to be a big, scary, and intimidating? Punch you in the kneecap? The kneecap punch would probably hurt. Comes equipped with the Pyretic Booster, which diverts a more powerful... I'm guessing this is like just a boost. Okay, let me read this. The G-Warrior also comes equipped with the Pyretic Booster, which diverts even more power into its weapon and increases its speed. And this, however, comes at a price. Activating it places a huge strain on the G-Warrior, so it must only be used in short bursts. That's why it's best to practice here before heading into battle. Now try activating the Pyretic Booster. Man, they don't give you much time to read this shit. Okay. Jesus Christ. What? Okay. Do I fight the same node? Oh my god, why is the other one even over there? Your Lalafell kills you in the cutscene too? I wonder if Square could manage to give us a 8-man trial in the mechs. That would be amazing. I would assume they have all the capabilities. They have Ostragalos and Hidden Gorge, where we actually pilot mechs in a crew of different people. So, like, they have the technology. It's a mean of having the people to make the content and then do it. I've covered the offense now. Time to look at the defense. This is where the Aether Aegis comes in handy. Keep the barrier up. And indefinitely as it drains the G-Warrior's powers reserves. You might even run out of energy for the weapon, so watch out. First, let's try deploying the Aether Aegis. Can I pause this? You cannot. Shit. This is cool, though. You got a little shield. That's enough for now. Turn off the barrier. Okay. I wish, if they wanted you to actually read this as a thing, I wish they didn't just flash it really quick. I know they have it over here so you can read it too. But even as reading it over here, they still flash so much, so then you're behind. This monitor shows how much power is being drained. Don't let it get too low. That's enough for now. We saw that. For the last trial, we'll use the Aether Aegis while attempting to destroy the target. Unlike before, there is no way to escape its attack, so you'll need to weather them using the barrier. Okay. You're a natural, alright. That's everything, time to end the simulation. That would be so dope. You never thought about that? One thing about the Phantasy Star Online 2, having large scale bosses. Everyone's in a mech, that's cool. Okay, so this is the real deal this time, I'm thinking. Are you sufficiently prepared? I think so. I hope so. We'll see, so. Then we shall depart for Turncliffe at once. Do you have a drink? I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know how long these cutscenes are going to be, so I'm actually going to prepare myself for this very instance and go grab a drink and also take a very quick restroom break. I'll be right back. Ashley, what is up? Sorry. See you're AFK. Hope you're well though. Kinda AFK. Sorry I was. But yeah, Ashley, glad you can make it. I'm doing pretty well. Hopefully you're also doing well. Honestly, Ashley, if you're actually still here, I have a very good question to ask you. If not, I understand. If you are still here, however, man, I got quite the question for you. Oh, he means like the new separate game. Like they got like a straight MMORPG. I believe it was just like an old RPG back in the day. Could have had online capabilities. I've never played Phantasy Star, so I don't actually know. But yeah, there is a newer game out now. I'll let Rez explain that further on my behalf, or on his own behalf, so to speak, but, yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Let's do this. Then we shall depart for Turncliffe at once. I don't know if I'm really ready. I'm on but that's okay. You really want to try Fall Guys? It looks fun. I think it's free to download, isn't it? You never played Phantasy Star either? It seems they were expecting us, but who is the pilot? Tonberry, we're almost there. You'd better have your wits about you. Oh, you don't have PlayStation Plus. Neither has the creator of Phantasy Star Online. Really? I hope I got my wits about me. Initiate combat mode. I have control. G Warrior, do the thing. Now get ready to strike. It's time to fly this overgrown squid. It's too late. Is it too late to back out? G-Warrior, engage! You know, let's fry this overgrown squid. And save some for me. For research purposes, that is. This would be an amazing mount to give us one day. Not Sapphire Weapon, but the G-Warrior here. We'll never get it, but it would be amazing. Water Machina, the Sapphire Weapon. Man, this is one really awesome cutscene. I can't afford to lose. It's all or nothing. Activating Oversoul. Hydralis combat sample ready. Or Hydrus combat sample ready. I can't hold on! I will be monitoring the situation from the air. Follow my instructions and eliminate the target. Pacific Rim. I definitely see it. Basically, it came from the Sonic team and made Sonic Adventure. Later, they employed the team to make a new online RPG that Sega later told them would be a Phantasy Star game. read an interview that he did recently where he said he had never played it. Wow. Okay, here we go. And yeah, definitely get those Pacific Rim vibes. Also those Gundam vibes. All those. Every one of them. Love me some mechs. Some of my favorite Japanese content. Can I pause this at least? I can't pause anything. Ever, can I? That shield is not that great. What is the point in it? Oh shit. Can you destroy these things? Oh, you can destroy them. Ah, shit. You gotta destroy those things. Jesus. You should kill. Okay. Okay. They didn't prepare you for that like they said they did. What? Proceed. We're not going down. You don't like that too? Which of those moves is the best one to use on all those little critters? The lawn AoE. I don't even remember which one it is, if I'm being honest with you. I gotta read them again. Gotta time it just right though. Line it up just right. Yeah, that was the one I was using. Okay, just making sure. Shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on. Get out of there. Oh man, I really hope I can get it this time. I don't know. I'm a little afraid. I don't know where it's coming from. My health regeneration thing's running slow. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Come on. I don't know if I'll be able to beat it. I'm gonna get close-ish. But I don't know about it. Oh my god, they spawn so quickly. And he moves so slow. I didn't make it. There's no way I made it. Oh wait, I need that up still, don't I? Oh shit. Oh shit. "44 seconds. Nope, that was it. That was 38. Oh man, I was so close. That was the end. I was so that was the end. I was so close. I can do it this time. I feel it. I feel it. I've got this strategy now. I didn't make it out of that. I'll be honest with you, I don't really get much of a point in that shield. It's really not that great. Oh my god, I forgot to heal. I was looking at his health and forgot to look at mine. Okay, bear with me. We will beat this. I've got to take a very quick restroom break. I know I can do it, though. Getting so close to last time. This time I was just getting ahead of myself and, like, not looking at my health. I gotta catch my focus, use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay. New... Dog's here again because he's ready for bed. Joko's like somewhat halfway passed out here beside me. Okay. So is this thing like a one and done, or is there ever a reason to return back to it? It's just like an out of curiosity question. I'm gonna die again. I didn't get out of that fast enough. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'll probably die again. I was really horrible this time around. I thought I got myself more ready, but I think I just screwed myself over a little bit more. I don't know how I screwed myself over so bad on health. I did it the last 2 times. Come on. There we go. I figured out what it is. Like, a lot of these attacks that I've done, they don't immediately fade off. Like when I'm pressing some of the attacks, like they don't immediately go into play. There's like a delay on all of them. Not too bad, but there is definitely a delay. Fuck. Ugh. Man, there's so much to avoid right there. I feel like right here at the end, I should just not even avoid. I shouldn't even worry. Do those actually, like, what is that point right there? Do those things actually self-destruct too? Or once you get to that point, do you just go ham on Sapphire Weapon till you destroy him? Like, that is a valid question. I got right there last time and destroyed all of his little turrets. But by the time I had done that at the end, he still destroyed me because I'm guessing of a super attack or like an enrage, so to speak. Like that ending there, I've got all the strategy in my head except for that ending part right there. It just seems so clusterish. get out of that. Fuck! Ah! So, no tip there, eh? What's up, Mira? How's it going? I figured this one out. This one's unavoidable. You have to be in front of him for it. Or this one is avoidable. The one with 2 is not quite so much. I figured that much out at least. Oh, what the hell? Probably dot again this round. Maybe not. Sorry to hear that, Mira. Maybe you can play sometime soon. You literally gotta take down these things. You can't even damage it if you don't. I am definitely gonna end up dying again. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, come on, come on. Oh god, no, 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 don't do this to me. Gosh, it took too many trials on that. My god. So, if you were wondering, yeah, you gotta kill all those turrets at the end. You can't even damage them until you kill those last few. Gosh. That was exhausting. Fun fought. If you're also curious, that fucking preliminary trial doesn't help shit. And neither does the shield. I did horrible mitigating my MP, so to speak, or whatever the heck it was in there. My god, I was struggling with that. There at the end, I didn't know I literally thought I was about to die again when he was at like that point phase, and I literally had to hit the restoration button. But I didn't think it was filled up yet, so I was like sitting there trying to attack, and I realized I was out of like MP, SP, whatever the heck it is. And I was sitting there trying to move, and I was like, oh no, no, in my brain I was in full-on panic mode. You're in a Gundam. Yeah, or like, I like the Gundam aspect. Zombie was saying the Jaeger earlier, which I also like that as well. I was in panic mode is what I really was in. The target has been silenced. That damn squid never stood a chance. I'm just gonna say understood. Now that the immediate threat has been dealt with, we should gather what information we can from Turncliffe. This is interesting. You did well to pilot the G-Warrior so adeptly in so short a time. And with the weapon largely intact, Sid and his researchers should be able to gather a wealth of valuable information before it is dismantled. Perhaps we should take one last look upon our fallen foe. Yeah, the city does look nice. We should have known Father and his friends would track us down sooner or later. Now, they're at our doorstep, and the Sapphire Weapon still isn't ready. Even so, it should still be able to fend them off, or at least buy some time. Not quite how I'd imagined it, but this seems as good a way to die as any. Rex, Rykon, why are you still here? You were supposed to be moving the other weapon to a safe location. You take care of that while I pilot the Sapphire Weapon. What are you talking about? I'm the pilot, not you. There's no need to put your life on the line. Besides, it's still incomplete. It can barely perform basic maneuvers, so it'll be practically useless in a real fight. We have a solution. Oversoul. You want to end it like Melisandre? No, of course not. And I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But she didn't give her love in vain. The ruby weapon left behind data that's been used to improve the system to prevent any further malfunctions. What difference does it make? Once Oversoul is activated and the pilot fuses with the core, there's no way back. That's why I should be the one to pilot the Sapphire Weapon, not you, Rex. Alphonse needs you. You and I both know I'm the least qualified pilot to have. They have. There's less to lose if I don't make it back. No, I won't let you. Please, Rex, hear me out. Ever since we were children, I was the smallest, the weakest, too afraid to stand up for myself, but I had the best brother and sisters I could wish for. You were always there for me, protected me. Now it's my turn to protect you. Take the other weapons and get out of here. See this through to the end. Do it for me. Do it for Melisandre. Or Melisandre. Yeah, I'm counting on you, Rex. You always did have a stubborn streak. Alright, Rykon. I won't let you down. Or Rykon. It's probably Rykon. Just promise me you'll wait for me on the other side. We'll meet again, brother. No, I hope not, zombie. You all made me happier than I'd any right to be, and now I've finally found my purpose. I have no regrets. Come on, Sapphire. We may be far from perfect, but we have a job to do. Let's give Father something to remember us by. Their story's actually kind of messed up and super sad. The Echo, I presume. What did it reveal to you? Rykon was the one inside the Sapphire Weapon, and Rex fled with the others. Rykon, my poor boy, you were braver than most could ever hope to be. It's as we feared. I'm sorry, guys. First, Melisandre. Now recon. We must find the remaining weapons and end this madness. Tell me, what do you make of Gaius Balazar? I understand the two of you have been acquainted since his days as the Black Wolf. He claims to have shed his pelt when he took up the hunt for Ascians, but he's still the same man deep down. He currently kept quiet about having a flock of foster children back in the Empire, though. It seems he would rather bare his teeth to his former masters than allow harm to come to them. Yet I try as I might, I cannot make sense of it. Does he truly fight for the good of mankind as he would have us believe, or is he merely biding his time before he reveals his true colors? Whatever the answer may be, in the end, he will always be a Garlean. And though there may be an honorable men and women among them, I have suffered much and more as a result of their conquest, barbaric campaigns in which Gaius Balazar played no small part. Looks like he needs to wash his face. My first encounter with the Garleans was 20 years ago. Shortly after the fall of Alamigo, they continued their march into the lands that had long been home to we Dusquets. We sought to repel the invaders, but we were woefully unprepared. Our bows and arrows were no match for their magitech, and even our most powerful magics did little to slow their advances. I fought on the front line. I was knocked unconscious in the opening exchange. When I came to, I was alone, the rest of my unit slaughtered. I hurried back to my village to look for my wife and daughter, only to find the place deserted. My search lasted for days, then weeks, then months, and it seemed they had disappeared without a trace. I finally learned that two Imperials held at Bitter Mill, that the village... Two Imperials held at the Bitter Mills that the villagers had been captured and used as test subjects for the poison gas that would later on be known as Black Rose. They were never seen again. For 20 long years, I roamed aimlessly with nothing but hatred to keep me alive. I eventually found myself at the Order of the Twin Adder, who offered me a place among their ranks. The desire for revenge was the only thing I had left, so without a moment's hesitation, I accepted. Were it not for the war of the Garlemald, or with Garlemald, I would have been loath to work alongside the city-dwelling Garleans. I am very tired. I'm going to start this small paragraph over. Were it not for the war with Garlemald, I would have been loath to work alongside with the city-dwelling Grenadians. Oh gosh, I'm tired. Who for so long had treated my kind as outcast. But none of that mattered anymore. It all accumulated with Operation Archon. As you led the charge into the Praetorium, we were right behind you. And when the place came crumbling down, most of us were caught in the rubble. I escaped with my life, though many others were less fortunate. Having dragged out myself free from the rubble, I sought a way out. It was then that I encountered none other than Gaius Balazar. On the verge of death, the gods had delivered to me the man whose conquest had robbed me of everything. I was poised, ready to exact my revenge, and then he spoke. I will not beg for mercy, only ask that you stay your hand a while longer. I cannot die until I have rid this world of the Ascian menace. For millennia, mankind has danced in their tune, but no more. Then once we are finally free, my life is yours for the taking. I would have struck him down there and then had I not sensed truth in his words, so I decided to grant him a stay a stay of execution and join him on his hunt. All this time, I've kept a close eye on Gaius, though he is ever on the watch for pursuers. He has granted me an ample opportunity to slay him, if I so choose, and I still might if he shows even the slightest sign of betraying our agreement. That is one hell of an agreement to stay on. But for now, the Asians are my chosen quarry. If they are indeed the ones pulling the Empire's strings, then it shall not end until they have been eradicated, every last one, though I could not save my kin. There are those who may yet be spared the honor of war. Horror of war, actually. Sorry. Unfortunately, dealing with the Asians will have to wait until we have brought an end to the Garlemald's weapon project. Though we may have vanquished 2 of the new weapons, we must make every effort to prepare for whatever the Garleans throw at us next. Perhaps Savra can tell us whether the Ironworks engineers have uncovered any information of note. Your tummy hurts? Sorry, zombie. Hopefully you have a good night and hopefully your stomach starts to feel better. I wonder if we'll ever get, like, this seems like something they could open up into the next expansion. Like, this is a random city to just, like, let us roam around in just for it to be nothing. I would like for this to be something that opens up more in maybe the next expansion. That would be really nice. Seems of a waste of a city not to. After all, I mean, with this being a place of corresponding efforts and, you know, similar efforts, I mean, it would only make sense to come back here for more story. Maybe build upon this area with more. I could be wrong, though. Would be nice. The Ironwork engineers are still at work, dismantling the Sapphire Weapon and investigating the Turncliffe Magitech facility. Though they have yet to make their report, they may have some news to share with this juncture. Please wait here a moment. We've yet to finish our investigation, but I can give you a preliminary report. Were you able to recover anything of note? Before abandoning the facility, they'd attempt to destroy anything they couldn't take with them, including many of their research materials. Luckily, some information relating to the Sapphire Weapon's combat data was intact. Judging by what we saw during the battle, it was extracted from Regula van Hydras, correct? It also appears that the Sapphire Weapon was actually in an incomplete state and therefore unable to perform at full capacity. Even so, it was immensely powerful. Had they been given the chance to finish it before we arrived, who knows how it would have ended. Indeed, we may not be so fortunate next time, so we must prepare for the worst. The Ironworks will continue to investigate the Sapphire Weapon and look into possible countermeasures. The Echo afforded you a glimpse into the conversation between Rickon and Rex prior to the weapon's deployment. Do you remember any other details? Yeah, they were dipping and the Oversoul, and that's about it. Improvements were made to the synthetic Ornsight system to prevent malfunctions. Then it was never their intent to create a manifestation of Nel Van Darnus. But there's one thing that was intended. Oversoul. Its activation results in the pilot being absorbed by the core, killing them in the process. Rex and Rickon were fully aware of this, were they not? Yep. Then, the death of the pilot was by design all along. Alphonse, how could you? Sacrificing your own siblings to fuel these accursed war machines. Surely, there's no cause worth paying such a price. Nothing is more precious than family. This nightmare is far from over. It appears that Rex has fled with the remaining weapons, and we can assume that Alphonse has every intention of sending them into battle. We must find a way to disable them before Oversoul can be activated. I've seen enough death. I do not wish to see any more. Then there's no time to waste. Let's be about it, guys. Sevra, you're in charge here. Keep Sid and his team safe while they carry out the investigation. Understood. Please see that no harm comes to Gaius. Well, we're glad I need you to relay everything to the resistance troops. Your first-hand account should prove useful. If there are any developments, we'll be sure to contact you. Good deal. Welcome back. It sounds like you've been on quite the journey, all the way to Turncliffe. And judging by the fact that you made it here in one piece, I trust everything went according to plan. Well, kinda. What an astonishing account. I wouldn't mind putting that G-Warrior through its paces myself. Certainly a lot more stimulating than supervising this rebel, I imagine. Anyway, as before, I'll complete the information into a report. Compile the information to a report. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. And leave it over there for your perusal, should you feel so inclined. If we hear anything from the headquarters, we'll be sure to pass it on. Thanks. Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion's World Headquarters. I've come to deliver my report, Lord Valens. Valens van Varo. Ah, so you have returned, young Alfred, or was it Ulwick? Not that it really matters, of course. Hear that you and your darling brothers and sisters have allowed the Sapphire Weapon to fall into the hands of the enemy. Do tell me it isn't so. I'm afraid that it's the case, Lord Valens. Oh, come now. No need to be so sullen. As they say, to is human to forgive divine, and you know how forgiving I can be when it suits me. Is he drinking milk? So tell me, whatever your name is, who was able to best the Sapphire Weapon? Our sources state that the one known as the Warrior of Light was assisted by Cid Garlon and Gaius von Belisar, my lord. Gaius. Yes, it seems he's been quite the troublemaker of late. Defecting from Garlemald, assassinating the Emperor. Whatever next? Oh, well, there's no use crying over spilt milk. Speaking of which, I've become quite the connoisseur since arriving in Rillet. This particular variety comes from a rare breed of cow, you know. Only 100 of them in existence, and pampered every day of their lives. Yes, they're quite valuable until their milk dries up, that is. When it does, they're sent to the slaughterhouse like all the rest. For that is their lot in life. To be discarded once they have served their purpose. Did I create the ruby and sapphire weapon so that you could deliver them gift wrapped to the enemy? I can see it now. Cid non rubbing his hands with glee at the technological marvels we've bestowed upon him. And you let Gaius van Belisar, of all people, get the better of you. How do you think this reflects on me, the Gatus of the 7th Legion, humiliated by that traitor? Humiliated, I say. There's one way to deal with worthless, provincial filth like you. Wait for me in the correction chamber. You need to be taught a lesson in obedience. Yes, my lord. Forgive my intrusion, Lord Valens, but it's time for your meeting with the head of Magitek Development. Oh, how the time flies when you're whipping useless soldiers into shape. Yes, I'll be along once I've made myself presentable. Can't have people thinking I've let my standards slip, now can I? I just had this weird feeling this guy's about to be the next Xenos. Quite the attire for sure. What are you doing here? You wish to see me, Lord Valens. Did I now? Ah, yes. That's right. So, you're ally, yes? And you joined the military of your own free will along with your fellow orphans. Such devotion. What an inspiration you are. You see, it's my firm belief that Love grants us the power to move mountains or to overcome any obstacle. Yeah, I get those Stranger Thing vibes as well. Together, we shall discover the strength that lies within you. Take my hand, child, I will show you the way. Wow, that really was it. Sapphire Weapon bust. What is this? Puppet's coin? That's from last night. Okay, I'm gonna travel back here. Put this up somewhere. And I'm gonna take a very quick restroom break when I get back. I'm gonna try to rush through the Moonfire Faire. Just cut it quickly and probably call it there. But give me just a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, so Riz, have you actually done the Moonfire? You did it on Rain? Cool. Is it, how long is it? And is it like a mini game, or is it just like questy stuff? I'm in a debate with the, we really don't have anywhere to put it down here. I was in a debate, I'll just put it in my personal room. I was gonna like maybe pop it down here somewhere, but we've all but ran out of room pretty much on all the tables down here. It's a fate, really? Do you do it like multiple times? I know there's like, what is it? There's like there's a few things I know you can get from it. Why can't I not select this rabbit? There we go. Jesus. Holy hell, this thing is huge. I expected it to be so much more small. I like it though. I thought this like had to be on a table or something. 2 times to get the whole glamour outfit. I was like thinking, oh, I'm gonna just go set it over here on the table. Oh no, this thing is gigantic. Jesus. It's okay. So where does this start? Do we gotta go to like I really want the glamour. Isn't there other things? There's like outside furnishings and like the glamour, you know, obviously. I don't do the glam thing in the game, so it's like the least of my things. There's more than just glamour, isn't there? Limsa. I hope there is. If it's just glamour, I'm not gonna lie, I might just skim through it once and just be done with it. I thought there was like an outside furnishing and like there's some other things, but it didn't seem like much. I'll look into it. Like I said, you know me, I'm not really into the whole glamour thing. There's a few things I actually do cast glamour on, like my crafter, my summoner. Yeah, I keep kind of like the same look going on for a little while until I find a better one. But as far as like a lot of glam goes, I just don't really have too much of a style for my character. Shall we dance? It's for the dancer, I'm assuming. If you do it 200 times, you get a minion. 200 times is a bit much for anything for me. I will never do anything in this game. I take that back. I've probably done a couple things in this game, possibly 200 times, but in a small period of time, no way. 200 times? Jeepers. They would legitimately have to give me real money. So which one of these is it? Is it the a fish too far? Probably not. What is it? Is it this one? Beauty scalp deep. Rising to the challenge. You don't even know if it's true. So there is an outside furnishing too. It was in our neighbor's yard. I thought there was. Where does it start? Is it this person? Moonfire, Faire, Chaperone. Gotta be. Flame dance. See, yeah, there's a dance. I knew there was more to it than glamour. Mayaru Moyaru's beaming smile is betrayed by a hint of desperation in his eyes. Ah, you've come. There are but two constants in summer: sweltering heat and brave adventurers, and the Moonfire Faire cannot begin in earnest until both have arrived. The sweat on my brow and your cluster stride tell me that finally that time is here. But first, it seems we have an uninvited guest on the shores of Costa del Sol that is causing chaos and alarm among our celebrations. If reports from the Fishermen's Guild are to be believed, a gargantuan man-eating shark has come terrorizing the coast, gnashing his teeth and threatening to devour revelers whole. Needless to say, this has put in something of a damper on the otherwise rousing event. For a mercy, no one has yet to come to harm. But I fear it is only a matter of time before the shark must state its appetite. We must nip this problem in the bud before tragedy strikes. While the members of the committee are doing their utmost to find a solution, a pair of capable hands could only speed up things. Ermaga, chief chaperone of the festivities, is standing by Costa del Sol, eager to greet any potential volunteers. I was kind of hoping there'd be like an obstacle course or something. Just, I don't know. Something, you know? It's always my favorite time when you can come here, get a little obstacle course going on, or do something that makes you like sit back and watch the fireworks. We can fly here now, can't we? Ah! Oh, I gotta. We got a man-eating shark. We're going full Hydolis over here. I love it. Well, well, the savior of the summer has arrived. I was afraid we'd have to pack up our oh god, I gotta start over. They kill me sometimes with like, all these people talk so differently in the game, so I just gotta like, switch the card of the persona that the voice I'm about to read. But here we go. Well, well, the savior of the summer has arrived. I was afraid we'd have to pack up for safer shores, but now that the apex predator has arrived, I believe we can stay readily put. Although I've yet to see it with my own eyes, there have been disturbing reports of an enormous shark lurking in the waters nearby. The Adventurers Guild takes these reports seriously. Our guests safely come first and foremost. Culling fiends is our bread and butter. And now, stay your weapon. Reckless heroics will only serve to incite the monster. Well, looks like you have to share the glory today. The certified shark hunter. We would be fools to let it run amok. However, it seems to have no interest in attacking us. Yet, if we were to engage it directly, however, it may gain a taste for blood, and there is no telling how aid to our cause, me and the other bombarders would gladly welcome you among our ranks. Whatever. Splendid. Any adventurer brave enough to draw their own weapon against such an overwhelming foe is sure to be a formidable ally. Our operation will begin soon. Speak with me when you are ready. Really hit you with a mouthful there, don't they? want to call her Tracy, but I'm pretty sure it's Tracy. Tracy. What a name, yeah? Sorry, doing one quick thing in the background here. Just noticing YouTube's being a little funky. All the rest of the streaming services right now are working out fun, but YouTube's being a little funk. Greetings, I take it your preparations are complete. Then let's get right to it. The first objective we had to overcome was the matter of how to manipulate the bombards without putting ourselves in danger, and for that, we once again found inspiration in bygone days. Perhaps you have heard of the bomb dance. It's a tradition that originated in the Far East. Performed during the summer, it is also said to have had the power to influence the bombards themselves. I asked Bago if his creation could be trained to respond in the movements and rhythm of such a dance. He assured me most emphatically that he could, and considering the nature of the threat before us, suggested we use a dance even more explosive than the bomb dance. Jiri put forth one of her favorite traditional steps, performed by the Lullafels of our southern isles. Jiri, if you will. Of course. If it pleases you, allow me to perform the flame dance, taught to me by my grandmother. It's like a luau dance or something. Jedi tells me the dance's purpose is twofold. Not only did it spur the warriors of the Isles to action, but it said to mollify the savage spirits slumbering within the volcanic mountains overshadowing the villages. Amazing, astounding, amazing, such powerful movements would set the iciest heart ablaze. Bago shudders to think how it might inflame his little bombs. Considering the complexity of the steps, it may behoove you to first practice with a smaller specimen. It would be a shame if our noble endeavor was cut short by a premature detonation. When again the shark emerges to wreak havoc, we will send forth one of our bombards. Their flames will need some encouragement at first, so dance thusly to enkindle them. Continue the dance, and the bombard will be set ablaze, hopefully making it a match for that shark. If the creature's flames should begin to fade, however, then perform these steps to restore their vibrancy. As simple as that. And now we play the waiting game. Stay vigilant. And the moment you see even a fin emerge from the waters, brace yourself and we shall begin at once. There is much at stake, but I believe we are more than up for the task. Join the Fate Bombard vs. Shark, which will appear in the southeastern region of the fairgrounds, and make careful use of the flame dance to lead the bombard to victory of the shark. Pay close attention to the bombard's health, and use both forms of the flame dance to empower it to drive the foe back to the ocean floor. The steps may seem intimidating at first, but I'm certain you'll master them in no time at all. You'll have to. If we're to have any hope of salvaging summer. This is confusing. I guess I just gotta wait for it to pop up, maybe? I mean, I see the man-eating shark thing, but... Our moment has come. Summon the bombard. I'm here. I'm more than confused, if I'm being quite honest. Feet joined. Okay, here we go. I don't even know how to do the dance. How do you do this dance, Riz? They didn't give it to me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it again. I don't even see an option for the dance. Maybe I join the fate and it'll give me the dance. It does! Okay, now I get it. That's it. I was very confused. I was like, what? Oh no, 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 no. wonder how much time I actually have. It says 11 minutes left. Is this it? Not quite. Almost there, though. This should do it. Maybe not. A little bit farther. Awesome. Ah! Awesome. It's actually pretty fun. You crazy bastards, Willie Witten did it. You put on a show I could see from here. And with a burning passion, I could feel right down to the cockles of my heart. It usually goes faster because there's more people. It wasn't too bad. We could not have done it without Tonberry. I dare say the Bombards have not only carried the torch of their predecessors, but have set it ablaze with the flame that it will burn forevermore. Buggo's bomb went forth with such courage, such grace. Buggo must work day and night to make another that will outshine her blaze of glory. I don't know about all that, but it's plain to see that your efforts have brought peace back to the shores of Costa del Sol. Seems we won't be canceling this year's Moonfire Fair after all. And yet, there are many questions left unanswered. How did that shark develop legs and hands? And for what purpose did it come ashore? Shark? 1,000 apologies, lass. Didn't mean give you such a such a fright. This little bugger can scurry off quicker than a chocobo when it gets onto. Captain Forzigal, what brings you here? What brings that? My little friend here roams wheresoever the winds carry him. Isn't he just the cutest? A face you could kiss, if it wasn't covered in scales, that is. And he's got the heart of an adventurer. He flopped onto deck in the Endeavor, and during one of our ocean fishing voyages, it was love at first sight. We've been fast friends ever since. I could ask you no better as shipmate on the high seas, and I reckon the feeling is mutual. Well then, I'd best head back to the ship. The navigator waits for no man or shark. You don't think, what if that big fish was here looking for that little fish? Quite impossible. What would the chances of that? Besides, if it were the case, that tiny critter seemed to be quite content at Captain Forzigal's side. I suppose it matters not. By our deeds, the Moonfire Faire has been saved, and we can return to the festivities. So bright, so violent, by goes little Blom. By go will never forget you. Yes, you should rightly be proud of her contribution. Any road, I should report back to Master Gregoregu. Gregor, good God, I cannot talk. I'm so tired. I'm slurring words and getting tongue-tied. Gregoruju. At once, doubtless, he will jump with joy at the news of our victory. Gosh, I'm so tired. Minato, how's it going? Glad you can make it. Sorry I'm so tired, but definitely glad you could make it tonight, Minato. Hopefully you had a good day. Everything's wrapped up in a little neat package, eh? No way these unresolved questions will come back to bite us in our arse. Well, if they do, I hope you can remember the steps to that dance. Well, we got the new dance. I wonder how much it is for the outside furnishings. If I could do this really quick, like, we'll just like one more quick feat, I'll do it. I don't know the spawn time of these. So that's how you get the other parts there. Okay, let's go ahead and get it done. Ermaga has a message for you from the host of the festivities. Excellent job scaring away that man-eating shark friend. Bear with me. Although I suppose we didn't actually witness it eating anything, man or otherwise. Anyway, I reckon as long as we have those bombards at our disposal, we can breathe easy for the time being. By the way, Master Gregoruju sends his regards. Seems he's quite eager to learn more about the flame dance, and has given you the honor of an audience. Might be best to go speak with him now. He's not known to enjoy waiting around. Pretty sure this is the spot where he's always chilling. Yeah. Ah, the man of the hour arrives at last. Jiteri was just now regaling me at the tale of your bravery and grace, a tale which I now See, contains no exaggerations. Everyone in Casa del Sol, myself included, owes you a debt of gratitude. Understand, it was quite the display. Indeed, Tonberry would have been right at home dancing along with my grandmother. He guided the bombard to an effortless victory over that vicious beast. Yes, the dance, a most curious thing. Chicheri has been serving me for longer than I can remember, yet I have just recently learned of it. Just how long have you been keeping this a secret? I'd only ever viewed it as a provincial tradition, not something that would pique your refined sensibilities, and certainly not something on which lives would hinge. My grandmother told me that the flame dance began as a way to quell the fiery rage of the goddess who slumbered in the mountains of the southern isles. It served not only as a form of protection over time. New steps were added to stoke the spirits and warriors soon to depart to battle. Given those origins, it seemed to the perfect fit for this unique problem we faced. Grace, me, traditions, I dare say, embodies the spirit of Casa del Sol. You simply must perform it for me, perhaps along with some of the other dancers. Yes, yes, with the grace of the lead ones. I should very much like to see them swing back and forth. What a pervy little Wallafellan, man. It seems Master Gregoruju has seen interest in the flame dance. I suppose it would only be fitting to let you do the honors. Rest assured, your services will be well compensated. Will you oblige us? Yeah, I got you. Doing okay, just woke up. Jeepers. Excellent, in that case, I shall see to the necessary preparations at once. In the meantime, recruit as many dancers as are willing, and I'm sure in no time we'll have an entourage that will please the most demanding of audiences. Hopefully at least had a good rest, Minato. So you're the man Ermaga has been gushing about with good reason. From now on, from how he tells it, you single-handedly drove the ill-mannered predator back to the depths where it belongs. Not quite. Your heroics bring me back to the days of the Cascadiers. When we drove back the bombard menace by the skin of our teeth. What a reversal that this year's former foes would play part in the salvation. Say again, you want to teach me how to flame dance? Well, I suppose as one of the chaperones of the festivities, I should know the steps by which we were saved. Wouldn't you agree? Now that's a dance. Graceful yet powerful, refined yet torrid. It is summer embodied. Its simplicity belies the power of the motions. I must admit, I'm somewhat hesitant to perform such a dance in front of Master Gregoruju, but as long as I'm not alone, I'm sure I'll overcome a state of fraud. But first, we must practice. Ah, Tomberry, good to see you. I've heard the stories of your battle with the shark. I wish I could have been there to cheer you on. Did you hear that? He's teaching you to dance to one and all. It's a matter of it doesn't matter if we miss the epic. We can scare the shark off ourselves next time it shows up. It's moss afflicted snout. These were the two from last year, I believe, with the brother and the sister. Did you see that? Did you? I think I've memorized it. Oh, I dare say another overgrown fish try and ruin our fun. Stay here while I practice. Wait, hold on! Oh, it's you. I've heard tell you put on a performance to... God, I'm gonna start over. I'm sorry. Again, bear with me. I'm so tired. I've been just pushing through tonight. It's really racking up, and I'm trying to just kind of finish this out at this point. Alright. Oh, it's you. I heard tell you put on a performance so fiery it scared away a shark as large as a house. Give or take. Master Gregoruju wishes us to learn the dance. Of course, it would be our pleasure. It may very well come in handy the next time he's in one of his moods. Bronze-skinned beauty spells a ghost. My word, the steps are most elegant in their simplicity, but movements are as fierce as a raging inferno. Truly, it is a dance for the season. Now everyone, let's practice until we get it right. Master Gregoruju will accept nothing less than perfection. I never imagined someone who would be so eager to learn the flame dance. Thank you. If only my grandmother were here to see this, I have no doubt it will bring a smile to her face. While even a single dancer can make a strong impression compared to a group performing in unison, they are a candle before a blazing bonfire. I've arranged matching attire for each of you, that your fire might burn ever brighter. Once you have dressed for the occasion, meet us at the beach, and we shall usher in the arrival of peace to the Moonfire Faire. It'd be nice if we just kind of did it automatically and didn't take up places in my treasure coffer, because I have no interest. Finally, the moment is at hand. I pray the dance is as every bit of invigorating as I had led to believe. Scree! There we go, nice. It does automatically switch it. I was afraid I'd have to. I have no interest in the glam. Is it not insane how it seems like my character fits in this situation? Through the power of the dance, you have restored peace and quietude to the shores of Costa del Sol. If aught appears to threaten this hard-won serenity, once more, Use the flame dance to send the menace scurrying back to its lair. You may now purchase the wares of the Moonfire Faire from the Moonfire Faire vendor. Participate in the fade. And we know. Lawless fit in this cutscene. It really does. Smell you, son of a... Oh, wow, that's great. Smell you, son of a... Okay. Let's check out the vendors. There's gotta be one close by, yeah? Hat, top. This is all the glam stuff. It costs 5. I have 15. I can actually get this. It's pretty much the end of everything I wanted to do there. I got the dance, I got the outdoor furnishing, so I'm gonna head to the Free Company house. It was fun. It was decent. See if we can place this somewhere. Also pretty decently. That was fun though. I like the little story they have like worked up there for you. Little dance, the cutscenes. It's really nice. Where can we place this though? We actually have like a giant open spot literally right here in front of everything. And I think that's the best place to do it. Okay. Cannot place any more items. Okay. Somebody's gonna get a little upset. Zombie, if you watch this in the future, just don't hate me. Something's gotta go though. Unfortunately. It's probably going to be this big random pole thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but hindsight looking into things. It's much better than that random pole. Let's see how it fits. I'm gonna have to move it over and adjust it some, I know. Too much disagreement. Angry Lalafell noisement. I feel like it's a good spot for it. I mean, it's much too crowded to fit anywhere over here. The random poles serve really no purpose, and this is... I mean, it could be angled around a little bit more, a little farther away from the tree. Back up, go straight Sims on this thing. That's better. not so much in the trees too much. Definitely has a much more of a fitting thing. The pole over there really didn't serve much of a purpose. I mean, it was just a random pole right here. Riz in the background going on? Yeah, that was his sound thing he had going on. But with that, everybody, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'm very tired. I'm getting, honestly, really hungry. So, I'm gonna call it here for the night. Did the ruby weapon, or sapphire weapon. Sorry, my bad. Did the sapphire weapon, which we can go back inside for a little bit and check that thing back out. And again, we did this thing and got the new dance and the new, guess that's probably in special A. Got the new dance. Got this new, outside furnishing thing. Rez got a bunch of random fireworks. And, you know, we did a lot tonight. It was a lot of fun. It was a stripper pole that he took from him. I mean, it kind of looked just like a random, like, lot thing outside. I don't know. I don't really know what exactly that was. It just seemed like, you know, of all things, that it was the easiest to just, like, take down and replace without making anything, like, empty. It was kind of covered up anyway. But yeah, I mean, we got the new dance. We got a little bit of other things tonight. We got the new furnishing for the free company house. Not to mention, we got the new thing from the Sapphire Weapon, which I thought was going to be much smaller than what it was. I'm still very surprised that it was so huge. Which I'm not complaining. I will be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be trying to do the Shiva content. I'd forgot about it, actually, and Zombie had reminded me earlier. So tomorrow we're going to be doing the Fox content. And going from there. And yeah, this is the Sapphire Weapon thingy. It is fucking huge. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be back on here, and I'm gonna do the Shiva stuff and the Fox event stuff, and then also trying to get a bigger hands and comfortability in the Nair content. But for now, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and everybody that has been sticking around. Rez, thank you so much for doing the Fate with me. And Minato, I'm glad you could jump in here. I'm sorry it's so late. I'm glad you could at least make it though. And Zombie, thank you so much for popping in as well. And everybody watching, thank you so much. Good night to you as well, Minato. And I'm actually gonna have to get out of here for the night though. I'm very tired. I'm getting, honestly, very hungry. And hopefully you can catch me tomorrow again. I'm gonna be doing the Fox stuff, and also be hitting up the Nair raid content. And good night to you as well, Rez. I'm gonna be trying to just get a comfortability factor with that and see how that goes. But for now, I'm out of here. Not meaning to rush, but I am tired, I am hungry. So until next time, take it easy. And until next time, hopefully you can catch me tomorrow. But if not, like I said, until next time, see Space Cowboy. I'm out of here.